cat music was once an actual thing. Now let's be honest, cats aren't exactly Mozart. Their musical range is somewhere between broken violin string and tiny toddler crying for snacks. But that hasn't stopped humans from trying to make them composers. In the 16th century, someone actually invented the cat piano, an instrument where each cat was supposed to sing when its tail was poked. I know, horrifying. Don't worry, modern cats would just knock the piano over and demand snacks instead. Fast forward to composer Alessandro Scarlatti. His black cat, Pulcinella, went full zoomies across the keyboard and boom! Inspired the famous cat fugue in G minor. That's right, classical music owes a masterpiece to Kitty Chaos.
But the most charming piece of sheet music came in 1868 from Austrian painter Moritz von Schwind. He created the Katzensymphonie, a whimsical drawing of cats climbing, tumbling, and napping across musical staves like furry little notes in waltz time. Now here's the joke. In German, Katzenmusik means horrible noise, so this wasn't just cute art. It was also a cheeky jab at Richard Wagner's oh so serious vision of the artwork of the future. Basically, here Wagner, try conducting a bunch of cats. The backstory gets even better. Schwind belonged to a group called Die Schwarzen Katzen, or the Black Cats. It wasn't a band, it was a drinking society. Founded in 1862 while sharing a very fine bottle of wine, the club admitted only friends who displayed, and I quote, cat-like behavior. What counted as cat-like? Napping, knocking things over, dramatically ignoring people? Pretty much, yes. Even Clara Schumann and Johannes Brahms remembers, their constitution literally said, uncat-like speech or actions shall be punished. Imagine Brahms being scolded for talking instead of meowing at dinner. Here's the twist. Schwind's Katzensymphonie was never really meant to be played. Most scholars agree it was satire, more of a lampoon than a legitimate score, a musical prank dressed up as art.
But here's the thing about cat-inspired chaos. Some people couldn't resist trying. Over the years, musicians and enthusiasts have attempted to perform or reinterpret the symphony, turning Schwind's frolicking felines into real notes. Here's an example. Honestly, it still sounds like cats chasing each other across the living room at 3 a.m., but maybe that's exactly the point. Schwind was so proud of this feline symphony that he sent it to poet Edward Morkey, boasting that violinist Joseph Joachim, one of the greatest musicians of the era, couldn't play it. That's how impossible the cat chaos was. And the Katzensymphonie didn't stay hidden in Europe. It showed up in American children's magazines, British interviews, and, bizarrely, even in Herman Rorschach's notebooks. Yes, the inkblot guy. Apparently, he doodled cats as musical notes. Freud who? Cats were already psychoanalyzing us. So are cats musical geniuses or just professional noisemakers? Maybe both. But one thing's for sure, when history gave us Wagner, humanity said, actually, we prefer Schwind's Katzensymphonie. Because really, life's better when you let cats compose the soundtrack, even if it sounds like, well, cats.